If you have been waiting for Apple to finally fix their absolute biggest mistake in the desktop lineup, you need to stop whatever you are doing right now and listen to this. We have just received one of the most significant and exciting leaks in years. It finally confirms something that die-hard Mac users have been dreaming about since 2020. The big iMac is coming back. We are talking about a massive, professional-grade, all-in-one computer that is set to replace the giant hole left by the discontinued 27-inch iMac. But this new machine is going to be bigger, faster, and far more powerful than anything we have ever seen from Apple before. The latest leaks are pointing to a release in 2026, and the specifications are absolutely wild. We are looking at the highly anticipated return of the iMac Pro, and it is going to be powered by the completely unreleased M5 Max chip. If you felt totally abandoned when Apple suddenly killed off the 27-inch Intel iMac, this is exactly the news you have been waiting for. Let's rewind for a quick second to fully understand why this is such a massive deal for the tech world. The situation with the iMac has been incredibly frustrating for a lot of creative professionals. The last time we actually saw a proper large-screen iMac was way back in August of 2020. That was the final stand for the Intel chips inside an Apple desktop. It was a universally beloved machine. The 27-inch 5K iMac was an absolute staple in music studios, video editing bays, and design offices everywhere. But then, the Apple Silicon transition happened. We got the gorgeous 24-inch iMac with the M1 chip. And don't get me wrong, it was a fantastic consumer computer. It featured a fun new design, it was incredibly thin, and it came in all those cool, vibrant colors. But for serious professionals, it just wasn't enough. The screen was simply too small, and the base M series chip, while incredibly power efficient, just wasn't meant for extreme heavy lifting. We all waited patiently. We all assumed that a 27-inch or even a 30-inch Apple Silicon iMac was right around the corner. But it never came. Instead, Apple completely pivoted their strategy. They gave us the Mac Studio and the Studio Display. On paper, that strategy makes perfect sense. The Mac Studio is an absolute beast of a machine. It is basically a supersized Mac Mini packed with insane power. And the Studio Display is a beautiful, color-accurate 5K monitor. It is a highly capable modular solution. But here is the critical thing that Apple seemingly forgot. People genuinely love the all-in-one form factor. There is something completely magical about having just one single piece of technology on your desk. There is no clunky tower. There are no messy, tangled cables running everywhere. There is just a stunning screen and a wireless keyboard. Since the original dark gray iMac Pro was quietly discontinued in 2017 and the standard 27-inch model vanished into thin air in 2020, there's been a gaping, painful hole in Apple's premium lineup. But things are finally changing. Recent code leaks have surfaced deep within Apple's software, suggesting that they are actively developing a brand new, high-end iMac. And the absolute headline feature is that it is slated to run on the upcoming M5 Max chipset. This is super exciting because it proves that Apple has not given up on the dream of a pro-level all-in-one. However, you do need to adjust your expectations regarding the actual screen size. If you are holding out hope for a return of the exact 27-inch panel, you might be slightly disappointed, but actually in a very good way. Apple has pretty much confirmed in the past that they are completely done with the 27-inch size for the iMac family. Instead, all the credible rumors are pointing towards a massive size increase. We are likely looking at a 30-inch or even a breathtaking 32-inch display. This makes perfect logical sense if you look at the professional monitor market right now. 32 inches has become the brand new standard for creative professionals. It gives you that vital extra canvas space for massive 4K video editing timelines, highly complex coding environments, or high-resolution photo editing without ever feeling cramped or claustrophobic. Now, let's talk about the actual display technology because this is exactly where the balance of price and performance really comes into play. The big question in the industry right now is whether Apple will go with OLED or mini LED for this giant screen. We already know that the brand new iPad Pros have successfully moved to OLED, which looks absolutely stunning. But putting a high-quality, color-accurate OLED panel on a massive 32-inch monitor is incredibly expensive. If Apple wants to keep this machine even remotely obtainable for normal professionals, Mini LED is the much smarter, much safer bet. Mini LED gives you those beautiful, deep inky blacks and incredibly high peak brightness for HDR content, but it does it without the astronomical manufacturing cost of an OLED panel at that massive size. Plus, we should almost certainly expect promotion technology for a Pro-branded iMac releasing in 2026. A standard 60Hz screen on a machine this expensive would be an absolute deal-breaker for most buyers. We are fully expecting a buttery, smooth 120Hz refresh rate. This is going to be a massive, very noticeable upgrade over the current Apple Studio display, which is unfortunately still stuck at an outdated 60Hz. If you combine a beautiful 32-inch mini LED panel with 120Hz promotion, you essentially have a simplified, incredibly beautiful version of Apple's $6,000 Pro Display XDR built directly into your computer. Plus one, design-wise, Apple is not going to completely reinvent the wheel here. We expect this new iMac Pro to closely follow the established design language of the current 24-inch iMac, but heavily scaled up and seriously beefed up. The true beauty of the modern iMac design is its sheer simplicity. It is entirely defined by that magical single cable setup. You plug one single magnetic power cord into the back of the machine, and that is literally it. Your keyboard is wireless. Your mouse is wireless. You can even have your Ethernet cable running directly through the power brick on the floor to keep your desk perfectly clean. It is the cleanest, most aesthetically pleasing desk setup possible. Bringing that level of extreme minimalism to a massive 32-inch Pro workstation is an absolute dream come true. However, there are going to be some very noticeable physical differences. The current 24-inch iMac is razor thin. It could be that thin because it uses low-power, highly efficient chips that barely generate any heat. This new beast, however, is rumored to carry the mighty M5 Max. That is a very serious workstation-class performance chip, and it is going to absolutely demand significant thermal headroom. Because of this, we should fully expect this new iMac Pro to be noticeably thicker than the consumer model. You simply cannot passively cool an M5 Max chip, and you definitely can't cram it into a tiny metal chassis that is only a few millimeters thick without experiencing massive, performance-killing thermal throttling. Apple will likely implement a highly sophisticated internal cooling system to handle this power. They will possibly borrow the advanced vapor chamber technology they have actively experimented with in other high-end Apple devices. They will likely combine this with powerful, silent dual fans to keep cool air constantly moving through the thicker chassis. This extra thickness is definitely not a bad thing. In fact, it is a huge positive because it allows for significantly better port selection. On the back of the machine, rumors heavily suggest we could see up to 6 fully capable USB-C ports. This would be a massive, highly requested upgrade from the extremely limited ports found on the base model consumer iMacs. We are also strongly hoping for full Thunderbolt 5 support. With the insane bandwidth capabilities of Thunderbolt 5, you could daisy-chain incredibly fast external storage arrays or plug in multiple additional high-resolution displays without the machine ever breaking a sweat. Let's dive a little bit deeper into the Apple silicon itself, because the M5 generation is going to be incredibly interesting. The leak specifically mentions the M5 Max currently. If you look at the Mac Studio lineup, you have the choice between the Max and the Ultra chips. The Ultra is essentially just 2 Max chips permanently fused together. It is highly unlikely that Apple will ever put a massive Ultra chip inside an all-in-one iMac. The extreme thermal constraints of putting that much raw power directly behind a glowing monitor are simply too high. Plus, the price would be completely astronomical, likely pushing north of $6,000 or even $7,000. The M5 Max is the absolute sweet spot. It offers truly incredible GPU graphics performance and blazing fast CPU speeds that will effortlessly destroy almost any creative workflow you can throw at it. But what about a potential M5 Pro chip? It is entirely possible that Apple could offer an M5 Pro version as the cheaper, entry-level tier for this larger 32-inch iMac. Alternatively, they might just bring the M5 Pro to the smaller 24-inch iMac to help bridge the performance gap in their lineup. But honestly, if you're spending the money on a massive 32-inch machine, you're probably going to want to upgrade to the full power of the Max chip. So, what exactly are they going to call this giant new computer? The iMac Pro name seems like the absolute most likely candidate. It fits perfectly into Apple's historical lineage. The original 2017 iMac Pro was an absolute beast of a machine, and bringing that specific branding back immediately signals to professional customers that this isn't just a big family computer for the kitchen counter. It signals that this is a serious, money-making workstation. There's also a very strong, growing theory in the tech community that this new machine could be the final nail in the coffin for the giant Mac Pro desktop tower. The Mac Pro has been stuck in a very weird, awkward spot ever since the Apple Silicon transition began. The internal modularity just isn't quite what it used to be back in the Intel days. And a much smaller Mac Studio with an Ultra chip offers basically identical performance for way less money. If Apple releases a highly capable, high-performance iMac Pro, they might finally streamline their entire desktop lineup. They would have the Mac Mini for entry-level users, the 24-inch iMac for general consumers, the iMac Pro for professionals who want an all-in-one, and the Mac Studio for professionals who prefer a modular desk setup. The giant, heavy Mac Pro tower might just quietly fade away into the history books. Now, onto the two most important things that absolutely everyone wants to know. When can you actually buy it? And exactly how much is it going to hurt your wallet? Regarding the official release date, the leaked roadmap points directly to the summer of 2026. This specific timing aligns perfectly with Apple's typical WWDC developer conference schedule. WWDC is exactly where Apple loves to announce their highest-end, pro-level hardware alongside major new software updates. It would make a ton of sense to see a full refresh of the Mac Studio and the Mac Mini with the brand new M5 series chips around the exact same time, with this giant iMac Pro serving as the incredible one more thing showstopper at the end of the presentation. Launching it in mid-2026 also gives the current M4 generation its full, proper life cycle in the market, and it naturally builds up consumer demand for the next big, noticeable leap in processing performance. Then, there's the extremely important topic of price. We have to be brutally realistic here for a moment. This is definitely not going to be a cheap computer. Let's do some quick, logical math based on Apple's current pricing structure. A modern Mac Studio equipped with a Max chip currently starts right around $2,000. A standard Studio display, which is just a 27-inch 5K screen without promotion and without mini LED technology, is roughly $1,600. If you combine those two separate products right now today, you are already sitting at $3,600. Now, you have to factor in the much larger 30 or 32-inch screen size, the highly advanced mini LED panel technology, the expensive 120Hz promotion refresh rate, and the completely brand new, cutting-edge M5 Max chip. Realistically, we are looking at a starting price that is likely going to sit comfortably north of $3,500, and it will very possibly push closer to $4,000 for a properly well-spec'd model with upgraded RAM and storage. It definitely sounds expensive at first glance. But when you really stop and consider that you're getting a highly accurate reference quality monitor and an absolute supercomputer wrapped up into one incredibly beautiful single cable package, it is actually quite competitive for the high-end professional market. In my own personal opinion, this specific product is absolutely 100% necessary for Apple's lineup. The Mac Studio is an undeniably great little machine, but the annoying clutter of cables and the PHY cycle separation of components just isn't for everyone. The iMac has historically always been the true heart and soul of the entire Mac desktop experience. It is literally the exact style of computer that saved Apple from bankruptcy in the late 1990s, and the beloved 27-inch 5K iMac was arguably one of the greatest, most reliable computers they have ever manufactured. Bringing back a true, pro-tier, large-screen iMac powered by Apple Silicon is the final, ultimate piece of the puzzle that has been painfully missing for years. If you're a professional video editor slicing together 4K footage, a 3D artist rendering complex lighting scenes, or a software developer compiling massive amounts of code, having that massive, high refresh rate screen paired with the raw, uncompromising power of an M5 Max in a perfectly silent, beautiful package is the absolute in-game desk setup. It is undeniably still a waiting game right now. The summer of 2026 certainly feels like it is a very long way off. But the incredibly exciting fact that the internal code currently exists and that these highly detailed leaks are actively surfacing right now absolutely means that Apple is fully committed to making this incredible machine a reality. It is not just a hopeful rumor or a fanboy dream anymore. It is officially on the Apple roadmap. If you absolutely enjoyed this deep dive into Apple's future and you're just as excited as I am about the return of the big iMac, please make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. I constantly cover all the absolute latest leaks, rumors, and breaking news in the tech world, and you definitely do not want to miss what's coming next. Please share this video with your fellow Apple enthusiasts so they finally know there is real hope for the big iMac. And smash that bell icon so you're always the very first to know when more exciting details drop. Thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.